Alright, well, this is Warren's vlog, episode 17. Extreme Rules 2021 just went off the air. And for this show not really being extreme, with the exception of the main event, this was a solid show. So I thought it was kind of weird that only 6 matches were announced, and one of the matches were Carmella and Liv Morgan. And as I'm watching the pre-show, before they even announced that, that match is going to be in a pre-show, I'm thinking, what if they just add something and put Liv and Carmella in a pre-show? So they did. They added a 6-man tag team match. It was the reunited New Day versus AJ Styles, Omos, and Lashley. They got into a little bit of a scuffle backstage, and that's what led to that match being put in the main card. What goes into my rating for the show, I don't count the pre-show. That being said, Carmella and Liv Morgan was okay. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but that doesn't count towards my rating for the main show. Main show, so we start off with the 6-man tag team match. Man, it was a really good match, really fast-paced. I ain't gonna say it was fast-paced, but it was a decent match. The match ended when it was like 2 blind tags, right? So Bobby Lashley was legal. AJ Styles made the blind tag. It was set up for the Phenomenal Forearm, and he missed. And then Bobby Lashley made another blind tag, actually right before AJ went for Forearm. Lashley made another blind tag, got in the ring. AJ missed the Forearm, and then Lashley speared AJ by mistake, and then got scooped up in the big ending for the win. He got the big ending on AJ, rather. Bobby Lashley, or Big E got rid of Bobby Lashley and hit the big ending on AJ for the win. Here's the thing, man. Later on in the show, Bobby Lashley called Big E a chicken shit and challenged him for the WWE title. And then later on in the show, Big E accepted. And they made it a point to say that match is going to kick off Monday Night Raw tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be covering it Tuesday. So there we go. Great way to kick off the show. I always say in every pay-per-view review that I've done, I ain't gonna say every single one, but most of them you will hear me say that the best thing to do is to kick the crowd off, kick the show off good with a good babyface win, and that's what they did and accomplished that. So I gave that match a like. Then we go to the Usos versus the Street Profits. Again, this was a really good match. Montez Ford obviously took the majority of the heat. He had his ribs taped up due to the beating that he got on SmackDown from Roman Reigns a couple of days ago. And Montez Ford took the heat. Angelo Dawkins tried. But at the end of the day, the Usos hit that super kick to the ribs, put him down, hit that stereo splash. And it was a wrap, man. This was retained. I didn't predict the 6-man tag because, it wasn't announced till tonight. But I did predict the Usos going over the Street Profits. I talked about American Alpha or the Alpha Academy, getting involved or maybe causing a DQ. But there would be a DQ later on in the show that I'll talk about. So that was pretty clean. Usos beat the Street Profits. I'm going to try to do these in order. So then we go to Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss. And I was wrong here. But I do think, even though Charlotte won, and she's kind of just hit the natural selection and just won. I mean, it was a competitive matchup. I do think that we can still accomplish getting the old Lexi back with this loss. Now, my theory was have Alexa Bliss win, have her win the title, and that would kind of be the catalyst for this carnation of Alexa Bliss dying and going back to the old Lexi. But I think this loss could still be the catalyst of us getting that old Alexa Bliss back. After the match, Alexa Bliss tried to attack Charlotte and got the advantage, and Charlotte just chucked her over the announce table. And, Charlotte walked away. The fans pouring down booze on her, and Charlotte doing this and the tears, and I'm still the champion, I'm still the queen. She walked up the ramp, and then Alexa Bliss kind of had a temper tantrum in the ring, and this is after Charlotte ripped Lily apart. And probably the best part of this show. So Alexa Bliss goes in the ring, and she's scooping up the remains of Lily, and she's crying and she's throwing a fit, and the fans say, "Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily." Like, tell me how the fuck Lily is over. Like, damn, Lily is over as fuck. It's crazy, right? All right, then we go to a triple threat match. This is match of the night for me. Jeff Hardy, Damian Priest, and Sheamus. Man, this match was hard hitting. It was fast paced, and the pace never stopped. These three guys went toe to leather. It was crazy. Like, I'm telling you, this was match of the night for me. So many close falls here. Sheamus with like that pump knee on Damian Priest, and then like Jeff Hardy got rid of Sheamus, and then Jeff covered for the 1-2, and then everyone thought Jeff won, and the crowd went crazy. There was a little bit of a botch where like Damian Priest went for like the reckoning, but then they got fucked up, and then Jeff went for the twist of fate, and then it was great. Jeff got the Swanton Bomb on Sheamus as he was covering Damian Priest. This match was filled with so many close falls. I did predict Priest to win. I thought that Jeff Hardy would eat the fall, but it was Sheamus that ended up eating the fall. Yeah, match of the night. I could go back and rewatch that. It was that good. I don't say that. I don't say that about a lot of matches. Then we go to Becky versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I gave this match a like. I gave the triple threat match a like too. I gave this match a like because it wasn't bad, but I just think my expectations were high due to the fact that their last match they had on TV anyway was 26 seconds. Now I know they've been working the house show circuit. They worked in London last week when WWE toured there, and then they worked in Hershey, PA, I think Saturday. So they've really been getting their match down tight, working in the house show circuit. But for me, I don't think that totally. I mean, like I said, the match wasn't bad. I just think my expectations were high, and that's my fault. That's no fault of Becky and Bianca whatsoever. That being said, this match ended on a DQ with the return of Sasha Banks. Bianca was setting up for the KOD. Sasha ran in and just punched Bianca in the face. Gave both of them the backstabber with both their asses. Like, Sasha appeared to like be aligned with Becky Lynch, but then she attacked Becky Lynch too. So, normally I would give it a dislike for the DQ finish, but just the shock of seeing Sasha Banks kind of took away from the DQ finish a little bit. And I guess I was technically wrong. I guess Bianca won, right? Since, Sasha came in and attacked her and caused the DQ. So, and then, a main event of the evening, Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. I gave this a like and a dislike. The match was awesome. It was as hardcore, it was as extreme as it could possibly be. I mean, they fought all over the building. You had steel chairs. You had Kindle sticks. You had tables. You had a specialized Kindle stick that Finn Balor had. It was red and black and ugly as fuck. But you had that. Finn Balor got rock bottom to a table. Roman Reigns went through a table. Roman Reigns went through two tables. It was crazy. The Usos interfered when Finn Balor hit the coup de grace. Usos beat down Finn Balor a little bit, and then Finn Balor started to go over the Usos. Finn Balor powerbombed one of the Usos to a table, and it looked like he sandbagged him a little bit, but he ate that table. Then Roman Reigns speared him through the barricade, Finn Balor through the barricade, and everybody's down, and then the lights turn red. but the lights blink red, and each time the lights blinks, Finn Balor's body like almost like he's being resuscitated. Like the music in the red light resuscitates him, and then you hear that ooh, and then Finn Balor just pops up. It was kind of hokey. It was, but it was fucking cool. And then you hear the music and you hear the red light, and Finn Balor just goes crazy. He grabs a steel chair and he wears Roman Reigns' ass out with a steel chair. By God. Drop kicks Roman Reigns through the table. This was kind of a funny spot because, like, Finn Balor hit the shotgun drop kick and, like, Roman Reigns jumped backwards into the table. I think the red lighting helped there because if you would have had normal lighting, that probably would have looked fucking stupid. But the red light kind of concealed a little bit of it. So then Finn Balor gets Roman Reigns in the ring. And this is where shit gets stupid. So Finn Balor goes to the top rope. And somehow Finn Balor's fat ass caused the ring rope to snap as he was going for the coup de grace. I guess they expect us to believe that 180-pound fat ass Finn Balor is going to cause the top ring rope to snap. Oh, man. I hate great matches with just dumb finishes. Like, I can't stand it. Like, Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose at TLC and a fucking exploding TV. Or, like, the Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and, like, a hologram of, like a Tupac hologram of Bray Wyatt or whatever it was. And that cost them the match. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of silly endings like that. So anyway, the ring rope snaps. Roman Reigns gets the spear. 1, 2, 3. And, like, Roman Reigns is looking up at the heavens. I guess he's, like, thanking God. Like, I don't know what that is about. And even the commentators say Roman Reigns acknowledging a higher power helped him here tonight. I don't know. They played the music. They played a replay. And that's pretty much it. No Brock Lesnar, no nothing. So I even participated in the DraftKings thing today. And like some of the scoring points were, what's the first weapon that's going to get introduced? And there was a kendo stick, and I was right about that. Who's going to win, Roman Reigns or Finn Balor? Roman Reigns won. And then there was another one, like, it was a bunch of them, like, who's going to go through a table? Will they both go through a table? I got a couple of them right, but when you got millions of people playing, I think I only won, like, 13 cents or some shit of that 10 grand. But, yeah, man, great main event, but just disappointing finish. So I'm going to go over my ratings again here. So we got 6 likes and 1 dislike. The 1 dislike came from the main event, the finish of the main event, and the 6 likes came from all the matches. All the matches were solid. So I'm going to give this show an A. And who is my MVP for the week? Let's see. It was close, but I'm going to give it to Damian Priest. I think he had the match of the night here. Like I said, it was really close between AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Damian Priest. Maybe I'm picking Damian Priest just because it's fresher in my mind, but I can't not acknowledge the great match that AJ Styles and Randy Orton had on Raw this past Monday. And I told you those guys will be a contender for an MVP, but I'm gonna give it to Damian Priest. I'm gonna acknowledge Sheamus and Jeff Hardy as well. I just didn't want to do 3 separate videos for all 3 of them. So because Damian Priest won the match, because Damian Priest is still the champion, I'm going to give it to Damian Priest. And, of course, Raw did win for the week. So, there you go. This has been my Extreme Rules prediction, or my Extreme Rules review and results. And next week's going to be a big one. Yes, we got the draft next week, so that's starting on SmackDown. But of course, I'm going to cover Raw tomorrow or Tuesday when I get to actually watch it. So there you go. That's my review. You guys have a nice night.